What's up, guys? Luis Faso once again. I'm back with the gang at CryptoHeadz. So, first of all, man, who am I with? What's your name?
Hi, Terry Schneider from CryptoHeadz, San Diego, California.
Yeah, my name is Ricardo Martinez. I'm also with CryptoHeadz.
Awesome. So, I had a really good conversation with you guys last night. Met you guys yesterday. I felt like I was talking to family.
Oh, yeah.
So, first of all, man, I want to ask both of you, what's your journey been? Like, when did you guys get into crypto? And why did you get into crypto? I think that's a very important question to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like anybody else was interested, what is this crypto thing, right? So back in 2017 is really when I started digging in, buying crypto. And what led me to build CryptoHeadz was actually Phantom Foundation that they held out in Abu Dhabi. That's where I really got inspired and really felt that there was a need for education because people were coming up to me, doing well during the last couple of bull runs. Like, what are you doing, Terry? How are you doing well? I just felt like there was a big need. And since I'm also a venue owner, I was opening those doors and really trying to build a community where people can feel safe and actually learn crypto. And we believe that anyone can learn crypto because you see a lot of scams out there. So that's kind of where my journey is and kind of inspiration. As you can see, I'm wearing Phantom. I'm a big bag holder of Phantom. So yeah, a brief nutshell, that's where I was born.
Awesome. I love that, bro.
Yeah, so my crypto journey has come full circle, meeting Terry and linking up with them and the CryptoHeadz crew. While they were actually in Abu Dhabi, I was actually here in Miami. And I was soaking up the Web3 community here. And then when we came back home, I started to see that we were putting on these events. And I wanted to really be an impact when it came to explaining the technology, doing it from a decentralized lens, and really trying to show how this is going to lead to digital freedom in the long run, if we choose it,
Absolutely, man. And I think one thing that I relate to you guys a lot, right, being Latinos, being underrepresented, right, this space can call a lot of us and a lot of our people. So going back to the venue, right, I know you said you were hosting events, right?
Events, yeah.
Exactly. So talk a little bit about that. Like, how are you guys harnessing community? And something I asked you guys last night was, why come to CryptoHeadz to learn from you, right? Because I think it's very specific what you guys are doing. So can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we own a venue on the San Diego Bay, and we're miles from the Mexican border, right? South San Diego, a lot of Latino. I'm half Latino, half white, if you will. But people need a face and be able to trust. If they're going to get into crypto, they're going to put their money into something, like we'll show them the way. And being that we're in the Latino community, like there's not a lot of knowledge, if you will, or places where they can go. So that's where community is super important, and part of our mission is to grow that.
Awesome, man.
And I would say that we're kind of building this decentralized hub where all of the crypto community can really plug into. Like being on a binational region, like we can really connect and really build bridges more than anything and try to unify as much as possible. I've seen that like we've been able to be the boots on the ground to really show a face, really build trust through authenticity where they can really associate crypto with real life people in their community, and we can kind of grow it out organically. We want to be able to evangelize the space as much as possible and educate one by one so that they could all be boots on the ground and really be able to expand what we're doing here. Because we see that San Francisco is a crypto hub. We see that Los Angeles is amazing as well too when it comes to technology. And we feel that all of that's going to trickle down the coast. It's going to hit San Diego as well just as hard. So we want to be at the forefront of it all. We want to be able to help people and really hold their hands through the process.
Just like one thing with Latino family, you guys know we're big on family, right? So that's how we are. So when one person comes in, they tell their family members, their friends, and it's just growing. We're really excited. We're even expanding down to Tijuana, and we just really believe in breaking down those silos, whether it's you're into gaming, whether you're into DeFi, NFT, Metaverse. So, we educate on all spectrums, if you will, and just really harnessing what San Diego has and building it up. Yeah.
No, that's one thing I relate to was that community aspect, right? Especially for being Latino and just being a crypto native, man. I remember when I first came across crypto, it was just like dopamine rushes, right? So what you guys are doing to harness that back at home in San Diego, and being a California native is like, cool, man. Let's do that. So
we got to represent Cali,
We do, and that's why we come to conferences like these. We're trying to take these ideas and bring them back to our home. You know what I mean? We want to be the hub that they can go to for all these things and be able to understand the technology, right? Like, how is blockchain technology going to impact our lives individually, and how is it going to really disrupt all these different industries that are already out here? And so like you had started off by saying like, what do they need to start off with, right? And I think that it's really the decentralized lens of looking at crypto is the most important, you know? And then once you understand that macro vision, then you can start finding your footing inside of the ecosystem. Yeah.
I think that's very important. That leads to my next question, is asking you guys, let's give you a scenario. You know, I'm brand new, right? I'm Luis. I reach out to CryptoHeadz like, hey, what do you recommend me, brand new? I've heard of Bitcoin, maybe. I've heard of blockchain, maybe. But where would you lead me? What's the first step that you guys think would be good for a newbie?
Yeah, so really it's all about relationships, right? And figuring out where they're at in their crypto journey, right? Some are know nothing, and some maybe have, you know, a central exchange like Coinbase. So you kind of got to gauge where they're at. But we do like in-person workshops, and we kind of gauge where they're at. We take them from A, like knowing nothing, to like Z, like all the way to like learning about metaverse and NFTs and how to get immersed in all that. So really, it's all about that personal relationship and building it. And we've had dozens of people go through our workshops and trainings, and even our events. You get a lot of alpha during our events too, and it's free. So yeah.
Not only that though, but when we're trying to present this information, and if they're brand new, like we need to be able to cater the message to meet them where they're at. You know what I mean? So a lot of people have different objectives when it comes to the space, whether they want to be a short-term, you know, convenient trader, you know, in and out of the market, or whether they want to be long-term, hodling forever, you know what I mean? So those types of people are on two opposite sides of the spectrum, and will probably have a different setup on their mobile device, on their ledger wallet, and this and that. And so being able to really educate A to Z on like, okay, here are the options for you, and for you to decide what's best for you, because there's a spectrum here, you know what I mean? How much centralization do you want in your life? How much decentralization? And everyone's gonna fall somewhere in between there, you know what I mean? So we need to build solutions that are gonna meet those people where they're at, you know what I mean? In their level of comfort.
Awesome, guys. And before I let you guys go, the last question, man. It's 2023. You know, I've asked a lot of people. We're in a bear market, obviously. It's looking kind of good, you know, looking this year. But what is one thing, you know, or the last couple of things that you're bullish on for this year and maybe the next 5 years?
Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the big two, but Phantom's my major altcoin. But really just looking at what you're interested in, right? Like if you're a gamer, then you really do the research in the gaming or the metaverse. I don't really show. I mean, I like what I like, but Phantom, I do love it. That's just me personally. But I am looking forward to it. For those that are beginners or know nothing about crypto, just, you know, do the research, get out there, learn, meet people, come to conventions like these, you know, follow Phantom Foundation. You know? I mean, you know, but yeah.
For me, like, I love the three that he mentioned, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Phantom, all great coins, you know, but at the end of the day, like, try to take a step back and really diversify my portfolio as much as possible, and really understand who are the big macro players and who's cutting real ties with real world utility with these existing businesses. Because if we can figure that out, then we can position ourselves to really ride the next bull run, right? So XRP, I feel like all eyes are on XRP right now when it comes to the whole market with their SEC lawsuit. You know, and the verdict of that lawsuit, I think, has potential to be the catalyst that really moves it from the bears to the bulls and really kind of move the whole market back up. So I think that you have to watch XRP at this moment in time, whether you're invested or not. And then in addition to that, I think that there's a lot of, you know, projects that are going to help scale Ethereum, you know, like Polygon. You know, you have also, you know, a lot of layer twos that are really the big talking point. We came to this conference right now and we're seeing like solutions for onboarding and offboarding fiat into crypto, you know? So all these types of solutions are really where I see it all going when it comes to the space. So trying to find the coins that are really positioning themselves with especially with the ISO standard. You know, you have the world that is moving towards this ISO 20022 standard. And they have already declared 5 coins that are already going to be a part of that global ecosystem. You know, so understanding that, like, hey, like the world is moving this way, you can really, you know, make some life-changing decisions here in this moment in time.
Yeah, if I can add one more thing, like, really, crypto is so diverse, different, you know, asset classes, if you will. Just find a project that you're really passionate about. Do the research, like who's behind the teams, the developers, all things of that nature. Find a project that you're really passionate about, and that's going to change the world. And if you find something like that, you can't go wrong.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I had a good time with you last night. I look forward to hanging out with you guys, man.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if you haven't checked out CryptoHeadz yet, check them out. They're like family, I said. And, like, you know, as always, I'll see you next time.